Have you ever noticed how sometimes the simplest solutions are right in front of us? That's exactly what happened to Martha, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio. For years, she struggled with knee pain so severe she could barely walk up the stairs in her own home. She'd tried everything: expensive medications, countless doctor visits, even those copper-infused knee sleeves advertised on TV. Nothing worked. Then one afternoon, while organizing her kitchen pantry, she found something tucked away behind her spices. Something so common you probably have it in your home right now. Within just 7 days of using this simple remedy, Martha was moving with a freedom she hadn't felt in over a decade. Her knees felt lighter, stronger, and for the first time in years, she could play with her grandchildren without wincing in pain. What was this miracle remedy? And why aren't more doctors talking about it? That's exactly what we're going to reveal in today's video. Because the truth is, you don't need expensive prescriptions or painful injections to free yourself from knee pain. You just need to know what millions of people around the world have been using quietly for centuries. So stay with me until the end, because I'm going to share exactly how to use this natural solution, what to expect day by day, and the 3 powerful combinations that can make it work even better. The last one might surprise you. It's something most people throw away without realizing its incredible healing potential. Before we begin, drop a comment below telling me where you're watching from today and if you've been struggling with knee pain. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our latest health tips that can transform your life. Let's get started. First, let's understand what's really happening inside those painful knees of yours. Because knee pain isn't just about getting older, it's about what's happening beneath the surface that most doctors don't take the time to explain. Think about your knees for a moment. These incredible joints have carried you through decades of life. Every step, every dance, every time you've knelt down to pick up a child or grandchild, your knees have been there, working tirelessly. But over time, something changes. The cushioning fluid that once kept your knee joints moving smoothly begins to thin. The cartilage, that smooth protective surface between your bones, starts to wear down. And the inflammation that was once your body's helpful response to injury becomes chronic, like a fire that never fully goes out. By the time you reach your 60s or 70s, these changes can turn everyday movements into painful ordeals. Getting out of bed, climbing stairs, or even sitting for too long can trigger that familiar ache or sharp stabbing sensation. And the traditional solutions? They often just mask the pain temporarily or come with side effects that create entirely new problems. That's exactly where Joseph found himself at 68. A former construction worker who prided himself on his physical strength, Joseph's knees had deteriorated to the point where even walking to the mailbox became a dreaded task. "I felt betrayed by my own body," he told me. "The doctor said my only options were stronger painkillers or eventual knee replacement surgery. I felt hopeless." Joseph's experience isn't unique. Millions of adults over 60 are told their pain is just something they have to accept. But here's what they're not telling you. Inflammation is often the hidden driver behind that persistent knee pain, and nature has provided powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that work not by masking symptoms, but by actually helping your body heal. Which brings us to that kitchen pantry miracle I mentioned earlier, the remedy that changed everything for Martha, for Joseph, and potentially for you too. It's castor oil. Yes, that's right. The same castor oil your grandmother might have used as a home remedy years ago. This thick, golden oil pressed from castor beans has been used for thousands of years, dating back to ancient Egypt. But modern science is only now beginning to understand why it works so well, especially for joint pain. When Martha first applied castor oil to her knees, she was skeptical. It seemed too simple, too old-fashioned to actually work. But what she didn't know was that castor oil contains a unique fatty acid called ricinoleic acid, a powerful natural anti-inflammatory compound that penetrates deep into joint tissue. Unlike the topical pain creams that just create a sensation of heat or cold on the surface, castor oil actually absorbs through the skin and works at a cellular level. It helps reduce inflammation, improves circulation to damaged tissues, and even supports the body's natural healing processes. And the best part, it works without the stomach problems, liver damage, or other side effects that come with many pain medications. It's something your body recognizes and knows how to use. But there's something important you should know. The way you apply castor oil matters tremendously. Most people do it wrong, and that's why they don't see results. Let me walk you through exactly how Martha used it to transform her knees in just 1 week. First, you'll need high-quality, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. The purer the oil, the better the results. You can find this at most health food stores or online. Make sure it's in a dark bottle to preserve its healing properties. The best time to apply castor oil is in the evening, about an hour before bed. This gives the oil time to absorb while you're relaxed, and it can work its magic overnight when your body is in repair mode. Start with clean, dry knees. You might want to take a warm shower first, as the heat helps open your pores for better absorption. Pat your knees dry, then sit comfortably where you can easily reach them. Pour about a tablespoon of castor oil into your palm. Warm it between your hands for a few seconds. This is crucial, because warm oil penetrates much better than cold oil. Now, apply it to your entire knee area using gentle, circular motions. Don't just focus on where it hurts the most. Cover the entire knee, including about 2 inches above and below the joint. This next part is what most people miss. Take your time. The massage itself is part of the therapy. Spend at least 3 to 5 minutes per knee, using firm but gentle pressure. Visualize the oil soaking deep into your joint, calming the inflammation and supporting healing. After you've massaged the oil in, here's Martha's secret technique. Wrap your knees with a soft cotton cloth, then cover that with plastic wrap or a plastic bag. The plastic creates heat, which drives the oil deeper into the tissues. If you have an old heating pad, you can place it over the plastic for 15 to 20 minutes on a low setting. Leave the wrap on for at least 30 minutes, or even overnight if you're comfortable sleeping with it. When you remove the wrap, don't wash the area. Let any remaining oil continue to absorb. Do this every night for 7 consecutive days. Consistency is absolutely key to seeing results. Many people try once or twice and give up too soon. Give your body the full week to respond. Now let's talk about what you might experience day by day when you start this healing ritual. On the first day, you might not notice dramatic changes. Your skin will likely feel softer and more nourished, but the pain relief may be subtle. Don't be discouraged. The oil is beginning its work beneath the surface. By day 2 or 3, many people report a warm sensation in their knees that lasts for hours after application. This is a good sign. It means circulation is improving to the area, bringing more oxygen and nutrients to the damaged tissues. Around day 4, you might notice your knees don't feel as stiff in the morning. That terrible moment when you first stand up and feel like your knees are locked might become less painful. For Martha, this was the first sign that something remarkable was happening. By days 5 and 6, most people report a significant reduction in pain, especially during everyday activities like walking, standing from a seated position, or climbing stairs. You might catch yourself completing a movement that would have caused pain before, only to realize you did it without thinking. And by day 7, this is when the transformation often becomes undeniable. Martha described it as waking up in a different body. The persistent ache that had been her constant companion for years had subsided to a faint whisper. She could bend her knees, walk her usual route around the neighborhood, and even get down on the floor to play with her cat, all without the familiar jolt of pain. Joseph's experience was similar. After a week, I wasn't pain-free, he admitted, but the difference was like night and day. I'd say my pain went from an 8 out of 10 to maybe a 3 or 4. For the first time in years, I felt hopeful. But what if you want even better results? That's where these three powerful boosters come in, natural additions that can enhance the effects of castor oil and target specific aspects of knee pain. The first booster is ginger oil. While castor oil works primarily as an anti-inflammatory, ginger adds a warming, circulation-boosting element that's especially helpful for arthritic knees. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols that have been shown in studies to inhibit the same inflammatory pathways as some pharmaceutical drugs, but without the side effects. To use this booster, simply add 5 to 7 drops of ginger essential oil to your tablespoon of castor oil before applying. The warming sensation is immediate and can be particularly soothing for knees that feel cold or stiff. If you don't have ginger essential oil, you can make your own by grating fresh ginger root and warming it in your castor oil on very low heat for 20 minutes, then straining it before use. The second powerful booster is turmeric. This bright orange spice has received a lot of attention in recent years for its anti-inflammatory properties, and for good reason. Its active compound, curcumin, has been shown in numerous studies to reduce joint pain and improve mobility. For this booster, mix 1–2 teaspoons of turmeric powder with your castor oil to create a golden paste. The powder may not fully dissolve, and that's okay. It will still release its beneficial compounds. Apply this mixture the same way you would the plain castor oil. Be aware that turmeric can temporarily stain skin and fabrics, so you might want to use an old cloth for wrapping. Now, for the third and most surprising booster, something most people throw away without realizing its power: avocado seed oil. Yes, the pit of the avocado that usually ends up in the trash can actually be transformed into a joint healing remedy. Avocado seeds contain compounds that specifically target joint cartilage regeneration. They're rich in antioxidants that help protect the remaining cartilage in your knees while supporting your body's efforts to rebuild what's been lost. To make this booster at home, thoroughly clean and dry an avocado pit, then grate it into small pieces. Place these pieces in a jar with 1–2 cups of castor oil. Let it sit in a warm place for 2 weeks, shaking daily. Strain out the seed particles, and you'll have a powerful joint healing oil. If that process seems too time-consuming, you can purchase ready-made avocado seed oil supplements or extracts online. Add a few drops to your castor oil before applying. Each of these boosters works slightly differently, so you might want to try them one at a time to see which gives you the best results, or rotate them throughout the week for comprehensive support. Now, while the castor oil treatment can work wonders on its own, there are some simple lifestyle adjustments that can dramatically enhance your results. These aren't difficult changes, but they provide critical support for your healing journey. First, consider what you're drinking. Hydration plays a crucial role in joint health. Your joint fluid, that natural lubricant that helps your knees move smoothly, is primarily water. When you're dehydrated, this fluid becomes thicker and less effective. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water daily, and consider adding a pinch of sea salt to 1 glass in the morning to help your body retain moisture. Next, look at your diet. Certain foods fuel inflammation, essentially working against your castor oil therapy. The biggest culprits: refined sugar, processed foods, and for many people, foods in the nightshade family like tomatoes, potatoes, and peppers. Try reducing these for the week you're doing the castor oil treatment. At the same time, increase your intake of anti-inflammatory foods. Fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, blueberries, and leafy greens all help fight inflammation from the inside out. Think of these foods as internal support for the external treatment you're applying. Movement is another critical factor. It might seem counterintuitive when your knees hurt, but gentle movement increases circulation and prevents stiffness. Even 5 or 10 minutes of gentle knee exercises can make a tremendous difference. Try seated knee extensions, where you simply straighten your leg from a sitting position, or gentle marching in place. Many people find that these simple adjustments, combined with the castor oil treatment, create a synergistic effect that accelerates healing and extends the pain relief for weeks or even months after the initial 7-day period. Of course, whenever I share this treatment, questions come up. Let me address the most common ones I hear. Can I use this if I've had knee replacement surgery? If you've had knee replacement surgery, you can generally use castor oil around the surgical area, but avoid applying it directly to any scars until they are fully healed, at least 6 to 8 weeks post-surgery. The anti-inflammatory benefits can still help with residual pain and swelling. Always check with your surgeon first. What if I have very sensitive skin? Castor oil is generally well tolerated, but if you have sensitive skin, do a patch test first. Apply a small amount to your inner forearm and wait 24 hours. If there's no reaction, you should be fine to use it on your knees. You can also dilute castor oil with a more gentle oil like almond oil for the first few applications. How long do the effects last? This varies from person to person. Some find that after the initial 7-day treatment, they remain pain-free for weeks or even months. Others need to continue with a maintenance routine, perhaps applying the oil 2-3 times per week. Listen to your body. It will tell you when it's time for another treatment. Can I use this alongside my current medications? In most cases, yes. Castor oil is a topical treatment that doesn't interact with oral medications. However, if you're using other topical treatments prescribed by your doctor, leave a few hours between applications. And as always, it's wise to let your healthcare provider know about any complementary treatments you're using. Is this just for arthritis, or will it help other types of knee pain? The anti-inflammatory properties of castor oil make it helpful for various types of knee pain, including osteoarthritis, minor injuries, and even the muscle tension that often accompanies joint problems. However, if your pain is due to a recent acute injury, or if you experience sudden, severe swelling, see a doctor before beginning any home treatment. Now let me share something important that many people miss when talking about joint pain. Your knees don't exist in isolation. They're connected to everything else in your body, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. When your knees hurt, you move differently. This altered movement affects your hips, your back, even your neck and shoulders. You might not realize it, but that nagging knee pain could be contributing to headaches, digestive issues, or sleep problems simply because of how it forces you to change your natural movement patterns. But there's something even deeper happening. Chronic pain takes an emotional toll. It can lead to feelings of frustration, helplessness, even depression. Many seniors begin to withdraw from activities they love because of pain, which leads to isolation and further health decline. This is why addressing your knee pain isn't just about physical comfort. It's about reclaiming your life, your independence, and your joy. When Martha started using castor oil and found relief, she didn't just gain less painful knees, she regained confidence. She started saying yes to invitations again. She felt hopeful about her future. As we wrap up today's video, I want you to remember something. Your body has an amazing capacity to heal, even after decades of wear and tear. Sometimes it just needs the right support. Natural, gentle interventions that work with your body's wisdom rather than overriding it with harsh chemicals. Castor oil is one such support. It's not a miracle cure, but for many people, it's the missing piece that allows their body's natural healing abilities to finally work effectively. 7 days of consistent application might be all it takes to begin a profound transformation in how your knees feel and function. Tonight, before bed, why not give it a try? Pour a little castor oil into your palm. Feel its smooth, thick texture. Take a moment to set an intention for healing as you warm it between your hands. Then, with mindful attention, massage it into your knees, envisioning the inflammation melting away and healing energy flowing into the joint. Do this for 7 days. Be patient with the process and with your body. And remember that while the pain didn't appear overnight, Relief might come sooner than you think. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone you know who's struggling with knee pain. Your simple share could be the turning point in someone else's healing journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more natural health solutions that honor your body's wisdom and support vibrant aging. We have so many more secrets to share with you in the coming weeks. Until next time, here's to pain-free movement and the joy it brings back into your life. Because you deserve to move through your days with ease, to play with your grandchildren without wincing, to dance if you want to dance, and to wake up each morning looking forward to the day ahead rather than dreading the pain that comes with it. This is your time to thrive, not just survive. And it all begins with that simple bottle of castor oil waiting in your cabinet. 7 days. That's all it takes to start the transformation. Will you give yourself that gift? Leave a comment below letting me know if you're going to try this 7-day challenge. And if you've already used castor oil for joint pain, share your experience. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to begin their own healing journey. Remember, healing is your birthright. And sometimes the simplest remedies are the most powerful.